Hello guys, welcome back to another video! Oh my god, my voice!
Do not do this at home. Welcome back to another video! We are back for championship predictions. It is Sunday evening. This video is going up tomorrow, so I'm honestly knackered. Huddersfield away was it was decent, but we got a point, and I think Town fans would have been happier if it was a win. But look, we are back today with championship predictions. Let's go through the scores from last week. Yes, last week was Cod's Vlogs, aka Nappers. He's a Fleetwood fan and he's a great lad, so I hope you all went and subscribed to him. He got 8 points. He had a decent week. I also got 8 points. Me and you drew, Ben. Griff Dad got 6 points. Dad, you lost. Oh my word, what was he doing? What's going on here?
Hey.
So the scores as it stands. I am on 70 points. Griff Dad is on 68 points. I've overtook him, and the guests are on 60 points. So it is still pretty close. There's a 10-point gap between myself and the guests. So hopefully the guest this week will get a good score. And talking of guests this week, the guest this week is my good friend. He's a Middlesbrough fan. It's AJT.
Hello everybody, thank you Alex for having me on the channel once again. Don't know how many times I've been on this channel now, fair few times. Alex has obviously messaged me and said, AJ, can you please jump on and do some weekly predictions for us, or should I say midweek predictions for me? No problem at all. Don't mean to upset anybody inside this video. Sorry I haven't predicted your team to win. It's just my own predictions.
There we go. So AJT is the guest for this week. Let's get straight into it, Dad. Are you ready? First game then. Midweek fixtures. Birmingham versus Huddersfield. Huddersfield, we obviously played them last week. Birmingham have slipped off the rails a little bit. They started really well, but the last couple of games, they've not been great. For me, I genuinely think Huddersfield are going to get an away win. They were very good at home under Darren Moore's first home game. I think it's going to be Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 3.
No. Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 1.
Birmingham versus Huddersfield. Birmingham obviously come off the back of a 2-0 defeat at Carroll Road at the weekend. Huddersfield drew 1-1 with Ipswich. Did well as well, Darren Moore's first game. I did expect Ipswich to really go there and obviously carry on the good form, or should I say winning form. Okay, they never lost, obviously took a point off them. Decent result in the end from what I've heard from Alex, and of course, the highlights and stuff. This is probably lucky to go there and get a point, but of course, they came away with a point. But that being said, I'm going to go with Huddersfield's first win under Darren Moore. I'm going to go Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 2.
The next game is Ipswich Town versus Hull City, Dad. Back at Portman Road, under the lights. This is a massive game. We have to get back to winning ways. Portman Road should be electric on Tuesday night, but Hull City have a great fan base. They've got some. They're going to come in full voice. They're going to be really going for the win. But for me, we've got the home advantage. We play really good football at Portman Road. It's not an easy place to come. Dad, you look so funny. I'm going to go for it. Ipswich Town are going to win Tuesday evening 2-1. It's going to be close.
Ipswich 3-0.
The second game, of course, is Alex's team, Ipswich Town versus Hull City. Both teams are really good at the moment. Both teams flying. Hull come out of nowhere. To be fair to them though, inside the summer, made some killer signings, and of course, obviously proved off well for them. Aaron Connolly, ex-Brother Boy, of course, is doing well for Hull as well. But I think at Portman Road, Ipswich are already making the place like a fortress, as they did inside of League One as well, so I'll carry it on to the Championship. At Portman Road, the fans are right behind them all. Packed house every week, so I'm going to go Ipswich 3, Hull City 1.
And the next game is AJT's team, Middlesbrough versus Cardiff. Now AJ's going to be buzzing with this because Middlesbrough beat Watford at the weekend away from home as well. It's 3-2. Lots of goals in that game. Borough starting to hit form. I think they're going to beat Cardiff 2-0.
Well, I've got Middlesbrough 1, Cardiff 2.
Dad, you have to take this off now.
Ow.
Sorry. Get it off. Come on.
What's happening, glasses?
Sorry.
You broke my glasses.
Have I?
Yeah. Borough Cardiff. 1 to Borough and 2 to Cardiff.
Ooh, okay.
Next game is my team, the mighty Middlesbrough, who are currently back on track right now. Carrick ball is well and truly back into full effect. Fantastic win at the weekend against Watford. Watford fans will argue it, but I won't argue it. Borough got the 3 points. We haven't won there since 2012. I thought we went there and absolutely played out of our skin. With all that being said, I think Cardiff, watching a few weeks ago, went up to Stadium of Light, got battered all game, came away 1-0 winners. Smash and grab really, of course, won at the weekend as well, 2-0 I believe. You've got to get your first clean sheet, my mate. Borough 2, Cardiff City 0.
Right, the next game then is Plymouth versus Millwall. Plymouth obviously got a 6-2 win against Norwich. They're doing okay, and they are back at home park. They're decent at home. For that reason, I'm going for a Plymouth win, 2-1 against Millwall.
Plymouth 1, Millwall 1.
Into the next one, Plymouth Argyle. Got a draw on Hull the weekend. To be fair to them, a bit like Ipswich, they're absolutely flying throughout the championship season so far. More so at home though. They take on Millwall, who are always a weird team on the road. Can sometimes surprise you, but they're also very, very strange. Hit and miss on the road, really. I'm going to back Plymouth for this one. I think Plymouth at home, a bit like Ipswich. Fans are right behind them, packed house every week. Playing some really good football at home as well. I think Plymouth come away with this one. With a clean sheet as well. Plymouth 2, Millwall 0.
Okay, the next game is Stoke versus Southampton. For me, we're going to go straight to the score. Southampton to win 2-0.
Stoke 2, Southampton 1.
Into the next one, Stoke versus Southampton. Southampton won at the weekend, which I don't think anybody expected them to. Of course, Stoke obviously played them a few weeks ago. After they scored, they sort of sat back and didn't really put no more pressure on. And of course, Borough won the game. But I think they might have a bit too much for Stoke on Tuesday night. I'm going to go for a close one, Southampton just to nick it, 2-1.
And the next game is West Brom versus Sheffield Wednesday. Apparently there's talks of Neil Warnock going to Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday need change because they're bottom of the league. They still haven't won a game in the Championship. 0 wins. And I think they've had about 7 losses or something like that. And it's going to continue. I'm sorry, Sheffield Wednesday fans. West Brom are on a roll. They've just beaten Preston 4-0. And they're going to go and do you as well. 5-0 to West Brom, Dad.
Nice. West Brom 2, Sheffield 0.
The last and final game of the Tuesday night games is West Brom versus Sheffield Wednesday. It is turmoil at Sheffield Wednesday as we speak. Absolute all sorts going on there. West Brom went to Preston at the weekend. Chiefs of Preston for letting Macker down because West Brom steamrolled them 3-0. And I honestly think, back at the Hawthorns, the fans are going to be absolutely buzzing after the result of the weekend. And I think West Brom will come out 2-0 winners. So Sheffield Wednesday. It's turmoil. I can't see it getting any better anytime soon. Yeah, I think it's going to be another defeat for Sheffield Wednesday.
Coventry versus Blackburn then. Coventry, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. It's going to be a tough game, 1-1 draw.
Coventry 1, Blackburn Rovers 2.
On to the Wednesday night fixtures. 6 fixtures to wrap up the Championship midweek fixtures. Coventry versus Blackburn is obviously our first game I'm going to come to. Blackburn obviously played Leicester on Sunday, got beat 4-1. Leicester's team is absolutely unbelievable, to be fair. So if anybody takes points off them, I'll be very, very surprised. Coventry, decent side at home. On the road again, a bit like a few other teams that I mentioned, a little bit hit and miss. But I think they are going to defeat Blackburn. Blackburn, for me, haven't been that convincing. Like, even when we played them a few weeks ago, after we scored, they sort of sat back and looked almost worried to go and concede another goal. I think Coventry could latch onto that if Blackburn do score early. I'm going to go Coventry 2, Blackburn 1.
And the next game is Leeds United. Leeds versus QPR. For me, Leeds on paper should really win this game, but I've got a feeling QPR are going to go to Ellen Road and they're going to make it difficult for Leeds. I don't know why, but I've got a real feeling it's going to be a boring 0-0 draw.
Go on, Leeds 4, QPR 1.
Oh my gosh.
It's Leeds United versus QPR. QPR for me are in dire straits. I've just never been convinced about them for the last couple of years. I don't know what on earth's going on there, and I've just never really been convinced on the road from QPR, to be honest with you. I think Leeds, after getting absolutely pummeled at the weekend, will definitely come back with some sort of answer. And I'm going to go Leeds United 3, QPR 0.
The next game is Leicester versus Preston. Leicester, top of the league. Preston have dipped in form a little bit, but for me, Leicester are going to be too strong. I really think Leicester have got this league. They're going to win this league. So for me, it's going to be a 3-0 win to Leicester.
That's what I just said. That's what I've got.
You gone 3-0 as well?
Is it on there? I'm checking.
Yeah,
Where's it say on there? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll say Leicester 3, Preston 1 then.
Okay.
I've already mentioned them before. High flyers, Leicester run through the Blackburn team 4-1 of the weekend. They take on Preston, obviously, when they got thumped. I see them getting nothing, but probably just 1 goal at Leicester. So I'm going to go Leicester 3, Preston 1.
The next game is Sunderland versus Watford. Ooh, Sunderland are starting to do well, aren't they, Dad? They've turned it around and they're winning games. So for me, Sunderland are going to win this game 2-0.
That's what I've put.
No way.
Yeah. Sunderland 2, Watford 0.
Oh my gosh.
Sunderland take on Watford. Now Watford are not a bad team going forward, but they just lack a little bit of energy and a little bit of intensity for me. Sunderland are flying. I hate to big up Sunderland, obviously, I'm a Borough fan, but listen, I have to give some teams a dues. Sunderland will beat Watford on Wednesday night, 2-0. Pretty convincingly as well. I don't think Sunderland will have any problems there.
Alright, we can move on to Swansea City versus Norwich City.
Just checking what you put down, okay.
Oh
yeah, I put the same again.
Swansea are at home. Norwich City, we don't like Norwich, do we, Dad?
Norwich, they're a good team.
Oh, Dad, shut up. It's going to be 2-1 to Norwich.
I've gone Norwich 2, Swansea 0.
As much as I don't like Norwich, I just think they are doing decent at the moment, and they are a bit inconsistent, but for me, Swansea haven't been great. Norwich should win this game. I've gone 2-1.
Swansea versus Norwich. Swansea won the weekend, 3-0 I believe it was. Don't think anybody's seen it coming. Of course, the away win. Norwich obviously beat Birmingham at home 2-0. I think it'll be a different story for Norwich. I think they are going to get beat slightly, and I think Swansea will nick it 2-1.
The last game, Dad, we've gone through this nice and quickly today, is Rotherham versus Bristol City. Two teams that we're actually playing this month. Two teams that we should probably get 3 points off. For me, I feel like Rotherham would... Can you stop scruffling your paper?
Sorry. I've got a joke for you.
Griff Dad's got another joke. Would you believe it?
Yeah, you had a horse in here earlier.
Yeah.
Where do sick horses go?
Oh, gosh.
The hospital.
Oh, I might have to end it here and forget the prediction. Right, for me, it's going to be Rotherham 2, Bristol City 2. They're going to draw.
I've gone Rotherham 2, Bristol City 1.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Why is that?
Well, did I copy you?
Good one.
Last game, and of course, to wrap up the Championship midweek fixtures, Rotherham at home to Bristol City. Rotherham for me going straight back down into League One. Sorry, Rotherham fans, tell how it is. And Bristol for me, I've actually been pretty impressed by them so far this season. I'm going to go Rotherham 1, Bristol City 3. Like, comment, share on this video, guys. Check out my channel, link is in the description. Cheers, Alex, for having me on. Peace out.
There we go, that is it for this one.
Subscribe
to the channel. We are on the road to 50,000 and
suggest some guests to come on.
Suggest some guests to come on. I'm going to hopefully get Ben HD on. He's a Preston fan and we're playing Preston next Saturday, so that'd be a good one to get on. Any other guests, let me know in the comments. Thogden, Aaron Hunt, let me know who you'd like to see on this series.
Someone might want to come on.
I'm literally sweating, Dad. It's hot in there, isn't it? Or if you want to come on as a guest, let me know. Comment down below your predictions for this week. I like seeing what you think. And for now, I will see you. Alright, that's it. See you in the next video.